Modern slavery and human trafficking is happening here in Bermuda. Whether we realize it or not, it's happening in our homes, in our neighborhoods, and in our parishes throughout this country. Anyone can be groomed, deceived, forced, or coerced into a situation of slavery and human trafficking. Here are some common factors traffickers in Bermuda look for in potential victims. Gender. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals report from 2016 estimates that over 71% of those who have experienced slavery and human trafficking worldwide are women and girls. Gender inequality plays a huge role in this, with some cultures valuing men over women in terms of societal treatment and standing. They're often paid less for equal work, have fewer rights, and have less access to health, education, property, and opportunities. In Bermuda, gender inequality leaves many women and girls in positions of vulnerability, making it easier for traffickers to target and recruit them into modern slavery and human trafficking. Poverty and economic vulnerability. Lack of jobs or access to legal work puts people in high-stress circumstances, struggling to survive and take care of themselves and their families. This is especially true for communities that are marginalized and for those experiencing poverty. These factors lead them to take greater risks to improve their situation and avoid such things as eviction, starvation, homelessness, and financial pressures. Traffickers will use and exploit this to entrap victims. Consumerism. In Bermuda, we are driven by a culture of wanting bigger, better, newer, and cheaper. We want low-priced clothes and the latest trends, the newest electronics at the cheapest rates, the best fruits and vegetables at bargain prices. But all of this carries a steep human toll. This can mean farmers exploiting migrant workers to harvest the crops we'll later purchase in stores. Clothing factories forcing employees to work long hours in poor conditions for low pay to quickly mass-produce inexpensive clothing. People and whole communities forced into slavery to mine the minerals needed for the electronics we're constantly upgrading in Bermuda. Our unrealistic need for cheaper food and the newest items creates a human demand that traffickers are more than willing to supply. Situational, relational instability. A natural disaster. A hostile relationship or living space. Losing or being abandoned by a spouse. Being placed in the child welfare system. A lack of affordable housing. Situational and relational instability heightens a person's risk level, sometimes forcing them into situations where desperate decisions are required. These decisions often bring increased risk of being further entangled in harmful situations of modern slavery and human trafficking. The presence of multiple factors in someone's life could escalate their threat of being groomed, deceived, forced, and coerced into modern slavery and human trafficking. Modern slavery and human trafficking violates human rights and prevents all people from living freely. While there are people in our parishes not experiencing freedom, we won't stop until there is freedom for all. You may think that it's not happening around you, but it is. Stand up against modern slavery and human trafficking so that it's not happening in our homes, in our neighborhoods, and in our parishes throughout this country. You can stand up against modern slavery and human trafficking so that it's not happening here. Get informed, learn more, get involved. For more information about risk factors, visit our websites at